Okay, people, we are live. Good evening, Internet World. Good evening, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're viewing us from. Pleasant good evening to you. Uh, must urge you guys to share the live. Everybody who is viewing us, share the live, share the live. So I'm gonna actually take a few minutes break, and I'm gonna share the live. And once I come back, we're gonna start the interview. Okay, so Sean.
Yes, people. Yes, people. Welcome, welcome back, and appreciate you all the artists that's on the live tonight. Big up Zariel, DJ Star, Radical, Isam Benzi, and the one done. We supposed to have at least two more, three more on, but I think we have a little issues with that. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sean. I'm the producer of the Rep 592 compilation album project. Started back in 2016, and currently we up to volume 6. So tonight we're going to be talking about the album, and of course we're going to be learning more about the artist them that's on, about what they're doing, um, they whatever projects they're working on, who they collaborating with, and their views on the Red 592 album project. Um, some of them, I would say one, two, three. I think four of the guys here been on before, so we only got one done. That's his first time. Yeah, one dance his first time. So and Radical, no, Radical was on the other one. So welcome guys, welcome guys. Zariel, let the people know where you're from, and you know.
The people them we know you wanna know. Cash on
Yeah,
know
yeah,
first
yeah,
of all.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't know. There's Ariel, Lawless Boss, you don't know the other. West Side Youth, you don't know. Doing music, trying to put Guyana somewhere. Just as all the other artists them you don't know the thing already. Um you don't know it's a pleasure to be a part of a project like this because I feel like this is something that could definitely be a good is definitely a good initiative. So it's something
Yeah.
that could be real good going forward. You understand? It has been good going from the inception and going forward. I don't know.
Yeah.
It can just keep getting greater and greater. So I'm humbled to be a part of the project every time. I don't know.
Respect, respect.
Big up yourself.
Isan,
Alright.
Ali go Radical, Radical. Let the people know.
Yeah, bro. For those who know, I'm radical, young dancer, artist, versatile from the west side, same way as Azariel. Just trying to let the music reach on a different level. Um, Big up to them Rep 592. It's been a pleasure to be on the album two times. Yeah, this is my second time. And I think it's a really good look for Guyanese artists, especially the young ones. If you want your music out there, yeah, you just check out the album. The album is full flame, so yeah.
Come on. Isan, Isan. Let the people know where you from.
Are we gonna go to DJ Star? He's
Just
having some problem. DJ Star, let the people know where you're repping from.
Alright, boom, check it out. DJ Star. Yell them DJ. Born and raised West Bank, Guyana. You get me? Yes, I'm that guy. Big up them rock putting together these albums with a S, yeah. To just showcase Guyanese talent across the world. Good look, great look, there's not much of us do it and been dedicated to it for so long. But hard work pays off. As you can see, it paying off now. Light is shining on Guyana and Guyanese artists. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Come on.
Isan, you ready to introduce yourself there, brother?
It's on
Isan.
freeze.
Isan.
Isan in Linden by. One done.
So, one done. Big up yourself.
So we already know what has happened there with the internet, the internet in Linden there. But Isan,
Mm.
who phone on the by?
All right, so we're gonna have to move forward. I don't know what's happening with Isan and one done. Whenever you guys can uh, come through, you could just interrupt me or interrupt whoever is talking so that you can make the introduction. But Sean, as usual, you want to tell the people what was the motivation behind starting
Hold
these
it.
Rec 592.
Be- Before I answer that question, somebody got a phone there playing a video.
Who born it? Hold on there. Could you guys please mute that, please? Who's that?
Mute them one by one and see who.
Overseeing.
Yeah, bye.
I think it's Radical. Radical, that was you. You have something playing in your background, Radical. All right, so this is what.
Problem getting into this thing, G.
All right, then. So yeah, Sean, you want to go ahead and tell the people what was the inspiration behind starting the Rep 592 project? I know we're at volume 6, and we could expect another volume in less than 5 months. So let the people,
Yeah.
for those who may not know, let them know now.
Well, the thing started out, from a simple T-shirt design. I named it Rep 592, and after that, I wanted to add something else to the whole, idea, and that's when I came up with the idea to do the album. And fast forward 6 years later, we're up to volume 6, like you just said. And before I was doing it, once a year, but because the music is so much, I decided to do it, 2 times a year. So volume 6 dropped the 28th
Mm-hmm.
of last month, and in the next 5 months or so, we're gonna be dropping another one.
And what has been the response so far after you would have dropped this particular volume? I noticed this one
Oh,
only got 20 something songs. The one before this had 30 something songs.
yeah,
What
the
has
one
been the
before
response so far?
37 songs, the last one, and this one is 28. I mean, every year, every drop, it's just catching on, catching on, catching on more and more and more. And that's the great part about it, is that a lot more people, they're trusting in the music now. You hearing less oh, they sing this and they sing that. Now they're like, what? That's Guyanese? So that's
Mm-hmm.
the response that I'm getting. So it's pretty good. And moreover, the listenership and all that stuff is just moving from one level to the next.
Yeah, because
I
it's
mean, right now,
go ahead.
yeah. So far, I uploaded all the albums, so across the whole platform on Audio Mac. Um, it's already cleared over 10,000 um what you call it, plays, I should say.
Yeah,
Oh,
please, yeah.
yeah, plays across all four. I mean, across all the albums that I uploaded there. So 10,000. So that's
Yeah, because
a
I know, and I,
significant
I
number.
remember the day after you put it up, I think you put up it already had 1,000 views. So, that was really impressive. So,
Yeah.
Lawless Bosses Ariel, Mr. 1 million view. What's happening, brother?
And they cool. And they cool.
The
1 million view.
controversial.
It's a good thing, man.
Lawless Forever, bad song. But I want to ask you right off the bat, was that song directed to somebody? Because it felt like as if you was talking to somebody, that song. The play on words, the direction, everything.
No, I don't know. Every song people can take it and make their own meaning. That's why music is so beautiful. Cause music is an art. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
it open to interpretation, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a general bad man song. You know what I mean? So you do a badness song, you do it for the culture, you do it for the beauty behind the music and everything. And if somebody take offense, you can't stop though. But generally, it's just a song for you know AJ drop a bad rhythm. I say, you want me, I want to deal with the rhythm there. Man say good, man forward the track, and the rest is history. You know what I mean? It's just as Zaria showing lyrical skills.
Definitely. And one of the things that I always say, both privately and publicly, is that our Zariel is one of the artists them that you could play for 2, 3 hours straight,
Yeah,
on
man.
YouTube. The man got all his music on
Yeah,
YouTube
the
and you can
catalog, the
listen.
catalog,
You
catalog
can play
different.
him for 2 hours and it would just be a Zariel. What keeps you going, man? What's the motivation behind you just being consistent in terms of putting out music?
Well, it's definitely the love for the music. You understand? Is since primary school days, I follow in music. You understand? Since high school, everybody, almost every artist gonna tell you, it had times when you're in class and you're vibing with your friends, them and things like that. So it's just the love for the music and the fact that I got a good team. You understand? AJ Records got a big up himself anyway, anytime. Yes, I got a good team. And from the time I link AJ, yo, I got a song I want to drop. The man is a listening ear, you know what I mean? So it's good. The motivation, because you could love music as much as you want, but if you got somebody that's willing to work with you, willing to say, yo, let me put in the works, let me do this and them kind of thing, you can just fall off. And that's what I'm telling a lot of Guyanese artists, especially. You understand? It's not for the lack of talent or for the lack of love of the music. It's because you ain't got a support system. Remember, the artist can't do everything. You know what I mean? So you gotta get a support system, and that's definitely it.
Definitely, man. Big up AJ. And what a lot of people don't know about a lot of the recording sessions that you and AJ just be, and is that you're not always physically there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. The majority of my music, Tint, for instance, the biggest
Since,
song.
yeah, yeah,
Tint,
he wasn't
I didn't
physically in
record.
the in
You
the, in the
said,
studio.
yeah. So a lot of my
So
songs
that's
them is
crazy, man. That's
recorded.
crazy.
A lot of my songs them recorded right in my room. You said, and I just send an email. You said, and it does work.
Nice.
Mm. And lips and everything. Pick up yourself, Lawless, boss. Lawless forever.
Yeah, man, respect.
Radical. Radical, let me tell you, you have the number 7 song on the album, and this is one of them songs that you sent to girls trying to start to impress them.
Yeah.
Song bad. If you haven't listened to this song, you're going to listen to this song track. Tell us what was the motivation behind that song, man. How did the whole
My
idea came about?
um well, at the time I was dealing with somebody that I was really interested in, and I did want like surprise she for a special occasion. So I was running YouTube and I found the rhythm. The rhythm was named Attraction, and I wrote this song in like
Mm-hmm.
10 to 15 minutes. Went by AJ the midday and recorded the song. AJ and I turned and said, "Boy, I like this song. I take your song." Guys, the song basically inspired on true events. I can't really say, the word, but you already know going on.
So how did you feel when you got the call from Sean to be a part of this volume?
Well, I was following the album from day one, so I was like really excited, and I said, "Well, why you doing something because your music being heard from different people, and it is actually motivate me." You understand? So it was really a great experience to be on the album for the second time, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I had real positive feedbacks about being on the album and stuff.
Yeah, man. Continue doing what you're doing. Bad song. I already sent the song to about 3 different women. So and I get some good response. So thanks for that. Mr.
Blessings.
Benzi, what kind of
Hi
Some of
there,
your
boss
voice,
man. Hi there,
let me
boss.
hear, we could hear you.
Apologies for the internet service. First of all, you don't know, big up everybody on the live. Azariel, Radical,
Big up,
DJ
big up.
Star,
I'm
one
Smashing.
calling you
time.
Mr. Benzi because he's a Renaissance man. You're one of the most versatile artists. Well,
Yeah,
one of the most versatile creators. I ain't just gonna label you as an artist. 'Cause you're not just an artist. You're a creator. You're a creative. You know, the man is do everything from photography to shooting to editing to mixing
yeah,
to
man.
recording, everything, man. Tell us a little
Respect,
bit about
respect.
this collaboration, madness between you and Terra and CJ. How did it come about? Being that you were stationed here in Guyana and we all
Uh,
know they're in North America. How did that collab came about?
well, before I start, big up to DemRoc. First of all, respect on my brother. Appreciate being on the album. First of all, um, see Josh Daniels just pop in. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, respect.
I came across Terror online on YouTube. I think it was through CJ. I came across Terror, and when I first heard the guy, I was like, "Yo, pure talent, bro, pure talent." I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, I got this track that I'm working on right now." I reached out to him and Junior B at the same time. I worked on two tracks in the studio, and I sent Terror the track. I was like, "Yo, I need you on this here." My guy sent back his verse the next day. He went to
Mm.
the studio and sent back the verse the next day. Well, I thought that Terror was a part of ROR. So I had mentioned ROR inside the song. And that's how CJ was like, yo, I need a piece on this here. And I was
Mm.
like, no scene. The very next day, everybody vocals come back to me. And this is how it
Wow.
happened. Just a smooth flow, smooth flow.
Nice.
And the video came about when I called them. I was like, yo, we need a video for this track. And almost every song that I do, I got to get a video. I love working on videos. That's my thing. And I told them, yo, we gotta get a video done. I direct them over there, tell them how to shoot and everything. I did my part, put it together, and that's how it came about.
But what I don't understand also about that video is that you guys didn't shot it together.
No, no, I directed them over there.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy, crazy. But
Oh
big up
man.
yourself. And you also have, Hardball Graphics, Hardball Video Company. So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about your business. You are the business outside of the music.
Well, the Hardball graphics I started up the other day. Well, I mean, the love for music. I mentioned it in my documentary. I never really had the money before, like when I first started to do music and how I wanted to do music. So I had to learn these things. Even Azaria was at me in when I used to be in Tugville. I don't know if you can remember Azaria.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
had a little studio set up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember when Azariel is now starting, and he was doing the thing. He was cruising in his what was the vehicle you had again?
The 192, the Galley Theater.
And he was dropping some music, And since then I was doing cover arts and this kind of stuff, but and it just started out. So I wanted to do the music so badly that I had to learn this thing. And as a musician, you gotta get graphic arts, you gotta get videos, you gotta get music, you gotta get all these stuff to just put the thing out there. You know me. So I took it upon myself to learn these things. Because I didn't ever pay nobody. I didn't have the money to pay
Facts.
nobody to do anything. So I sit down at nights and I just read and learn these things from cameras to all the theories of all these stuff. I just sit down and learn all these stuff. And day like today, I could, make a song, write a song, produce a video, build a concept, do everything for myself, dress myself, do what I gotta do, organize everything and run it smooth.
I just saw a photo of you and Freedom Boss today.
Yeah.
Should we expect a collab in the not too distant future?
Well, we talked about it yesterday, but everything is time. Everything is time. Music, you don't rush music. I mean, it's a business and what's not, but you don't ever rush it because you want something that could impact, means something that could flow smoothly.
Mhm.
Especially when you're doing collaborations with people, you want something that could fit, you know, within their level, within this style of music. So
Mhm.
I like me, I collab with anybody.
Facts.
Yeah.
And you're doing an awesome job. So just continue with it. One dance. Some give advice, brother. Mr. Main Danger, can you hear us? I think you have been an earpiece. I don't know what's happening with that earpiece. So Josh is back in. So let me take out one Dan, and then he's gonna come back in. DJ Star,
Mm.
Mr. Dago, what's
Man
happening?
himself. Man
You in
himself. Man
Atlanta
himself.
or you where you at?
Georgia. Always in Georgia.
In
Atlanta.
Georgia. Big up yourself. Big up
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Listen, I saw you posted a video of some people in a parking lot that you had like Jesus Christ.
Duffy.
See now. No, I'm glad you said that. You feel me? Cause now Star, the name Star and the word dogger is just it's self-explanatory. You get me? Like I said earlier, the girl them DJ, a response for the girls them. You get me? You want the girls them do anything at all? Just link me and say, yo, I want the girls to do
Call us
this.
Star.
I'm gonna make them do that. You get me? I'm that guy.
Big up.
So yeah,
So tell us a little bit about Handle It, man.
handle it.
Yeah.
All right, so AJ now, I've been beating AJ bad for a while now, cause you could ask him this. I'm one of the first person to ever go at AJ's studio. This is before AJ had an actual studio. You feel me? Adrian's setup was in his kitchen upstairs in the house. You get me? So I was one of the first person to ever go around at AJ. So AJ been know me for a minute now. I've been know AJ for a minute now. You get me? So I moved like right after that. I moved to the States, and then I had put on writing music. I started back being a DJ. So after I started doing music again, which was last year, January to be exact. You feel me? I've been pressuring AJ for a long time. Like, yo, why you ain't sending me no beats? Send some rhythm away. You get me? Months after months after months. So when he finally sent me a rhythm, he was like, yo, I got this rhythm here. I think you could do something. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna fix up something. And I went to the studio, and that's how I handle it come about. Just like that. Boom.
So it, you know,
And
it's oh
the
continue,
res-
continue.
the response was crazy. Like the
That's
feedback
what I was about
was,
to ask now.
yeah, the feedback was actually DemRoc was the first person who called me like in the AM. Like people only call my phone in the morning time because I'm a DJ. I'm asleep. You get me? Man called me in the AM was like, yo, I didn't even know the song is out yet. You get me? Cause Adrian didn't tell me the rhythm drop yet or nothing. I'm like, oh, I didn't know the song was out. And I was like, yeah, the song bad. You feel me? Like I played a song recently for somebody, and they asked me, well, like they was like, that's you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. They was like, this is you? I say, yeah. You feel me? Cause Adrian did this thing with the engineer, and I ain't gonna lie, like he took it up a notch with the engineer, and it sound real professional, real. There ain't no flaws with it, none at all.
Yeah, bad Sam. So you know, the response like from the Guyanese populace, the people that's living here in Guyana.
To be honest, I ain't been home in a while. You get me?
Sure,
I
you're
ain't.
getting some WhatsApp messages, you're getting some Facebook messages. What
To
what
be,
are people in Guyana about
all
this
right,
song and
Facebook.
about everything that you're doing?
I don't really use Facebook like that. I just telling them right. They locked me out of my Facebook, and I didn't even try to get back in because they on some other stuff. You get me? But my WhatsApp, I ain't gonna lie, my WhatsApp is not really flooded with that much Guyanese contacts in it. Like I lost a lot of connection with a lot of my Guyanese contacts. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like most of the streams and most of the feedback comes from over here in the US, in Atlanta, probably New York and St. Kitts. I do got people in Guyana, but it's not that much. So if they do listen, I wouldn't know their feedback because I'm not underground, but I got a lot of good feedback coming from Adrian. Adrian was like, yo, a lot of people rocking with the song.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Because he down there, he doing ground working guy, and he was like, "Yo, everybody say yes." Cause I ain't gonna lie, when he first mixed it and said it to me, our song is so different. I didn't know how to take it, so I was like, "Yo, I don't like our song." So he was like, "You mad?" You get me? He
I
was
tell you
like,
the same
"Yo,"
thing.
he was like, "Yo, everybody like this song." So I was
I
like,
tell him the
"All right,
same
you
thing.
the man. You feel me? This is your part." So yeah, and then it's true because I've been getting the same feedback everywhere about that song.
All right, man. So big up yourself. One done. Song your voice. Let me know if you're hearing us or if we can hear you. I think we still having the same problem. Big up yourself, Josh Daniels. What's going on, boss?
I there. Know the vibe.
Man, Josh Daniels. You're number three on this album, bro. Let me tell you, this song that you have with B-Nick, first and foremost, big up to B-Nick. Big up yourself, B-Nick, wherever you're at. And to everybody that saw, if you ain't remember to share the link, we want to get this link out to as many people as possible. This is one of those songs, lose my mind. It's one of them songs that put you on a different frequency, yo. The melody, the instrumental, the
Yeah.
lyrics, bad. So tell us a little bit about how this collab came about with you and B-Nick.
Well, to be honest, when I was back in Ghana, I had been number for a while, and so but I never really like Linky on the level, and we never had a conversation or nothing like that. So, uh, I just there sit down chilling, and then I had this song in mind. And I said, no, what? I get your number. Let me text you. So I text you, and I was like, ill, and then he turned and he said, he replied was like, who's this, right? And I said, Josh. And then he said, Daniels. And I said, yeah. He was like, oh, Ross, Yale, big up yourself. What's going on? I was like, I good. Just the vibing. No money. We chop it up and talk or whatever. And then he was like, so where's the next move? So we had conversation based on a lot of stuff. And then I tell you, well, I working on something, on something different. I try to bring to the table. Since both of you on the reality platform, like doing mostly reality music and thing. And then he was like, all right, cool, send it to me, let me hear what you got, And from there, this is how the whole work started, and big up TRK and big up Alec, Alex, which is his brother, for putting in the work on both sides. The song is that you wanted or not getting the highlight, and it's like until when you reach a certain level, or when people start paying attention to you, then is when anybody gonna turn and be like, yo, you know what, you're a good artist. It's all about, it's just giving the youth upliftment, even if you don't believe in your music. Just telling you, well, don't worry, one day you could do it. you know it's just time, trust the process.
Definitely.
uh,
Trusting the process is always a good state of mind to have. So tell us a little bit about what you're currently working on. I know you're the man to keep yourself busy. I see a couple of months ago you had one of the number one songs here in Guyana, the conductor song, and all them little girls going crazy. People was calling for it to be banned from playing on the radio and all these things, man. What are you working on currently?
right now I got well, a couple well videos to drop, because I did 10 video in Guyana that I was gonna
Mm.
Okay.
drop like a EP, and I decided not to, because I wanted to accommodate a certain amount of fans or a certain amount of subscribers before, putting
Yeah.
the work forward. So after I drop conductor accommodate a lot. So
Facts.
now now I feel like you know, I could put the EP out now. So I got
Mm,
like 7 videos in the process of dropping.
mm.
Just like the final two need touching up. Big up to Dex and
Director
Kean
Dex.
Siri. Yeah.
Big up Linden too. One done. Song your voice. What's happening, Mr. Main Danger? We not. What's happening? I know what's happening. We not hearing you. We not, y'all hearing it, or is it me alone?
Nah, me nearly.
I know what's going on. Something's probably wrong with his mic. Something is
Yeah,
probably wrong with it.
connection look fine.
Yeah, the connection is fine. We can do one that is just come out to the room and come back in without video. And
I think
let's see if
I
that's
think it might get a little problem with the link. Can me camera in reverse.
you camera in reverse.
Yeah.
Nah, we seeing you good. We seeing you good.
You gotta switch it though.
You gotta
You gotta
switch it.
switch it.
You gotta go into your camera
So
settings and
you
switch.
can't see. You can't see we.
One done. Well, I know we're going now with one done, but I would really like to
Yeah, I
talk to
wanna
one
hear
done
from him.
about this song. Main danger, one of my favorite songs on the album. Hopefully we get him back before we end the live. So, DemRoc, what's
Yes,
happening,
sir.
brother?
Cool, cool.
I want to know what has the international response been like for this particular volume? I'm talking about the Guyanese diaspora. I'm talking about the Guyanese in Guyana. What is the international response? Because I know you can track where you're getting stream from.
Yeah, it's being played all over the world, and not to say that it's a whole lot,
Mm.
but you're seeing like a five from Africa and I mean a lot of different places. But the main thing is that they're being touched, and I know those numbers are gonna start increasing. But of course, we get most of the numbers from the states and Canada and Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, a lot of other places, but we still have those small little listenership from a lot of different countries, which is a good thing. It means that it's reaching them.
So that's good.
Mhm.
You know, it's no secret that a lot of persons don't want to be a part of the Rep 592 project because they feel like they're too big, or they want to put out the music there for free because they think that Sean somehow is making money off of this. This is an open question to the panel. Why is it important to support this movement, and just to be a part of the Rep 592 project, even though you guys are not benefiting from it financially? Isan, we'll go into first.
Bro, I would say any promotion is good promotion, regardless if it's good or bad, it's still promotion. And the unity in this whole compilation is what matters most, because we need to start working with each other and start thinking higher than, beyond what we even thinking right now. Because it's endorsements for everybody. Every person here right now is a product. Everybody here is a business right now. And the more we collab, the more we come together and, do something diverse and what's not, is better for all of us. Because more people are going to see you, more exposure. Like them Rock said, we got people from Africa, we got people from all over the world seeing this here. And that was only possible because he put it together.
Mm.
So it's a big endorsement for everybody. And what I could tell you is that them rock, I could see you like the next DJ Khaled, because basically this is what DJ Khaled is do. He's get different artists and bring everybody together into one. You understand?
Great
And
thing.
he just produced like real hits. So I was even giving him the idea of we could be doing some original stuff, so we could
Mm.
actually benefit financially from it. Because
Mm.
if we got this stuff original and each person give like a song for the album, like originally for the album, instead of them rock choosing a
Yeah,
song, You know,
Mm,
we could get splits and all these kind of stuff going on.
Yep.
So everybody benefiting financially. And if no artist on this panel ain't got a Spotify or a iTunes or a distributing company right now, you need to get a setup because you know it can push me forward. You understand? Into something bigger than was it right now.
Yep.
definitely. DJ Star, you wanna chime in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of artists don't want to be on the album because of financial reasons, is like you holding back yourself. You get me? Because anything you go into, you gotta go into it because of the love you got fit, the passion you got fit. You get me? And then you worry about the money after because you gotta put in the work before you get paid. You get me? So as much platforms, as much advertisement you can get as an artist, take it because you want to be heard. You get me?
Right.
Everybody got different following. You get me? You could be heard by 1,000 different people by being on DemRoc album than just offer you just broadcasting and showing your music yourself. You get me? So it's
Yeah.
like advertising, network, marketing. You get me? Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Lawless Forever, even with your million views, you still decided that, yo, I'm gonna bless them rock. Even with your million views, you still decided like, yo, I'm gonna be on this panel. Why is it important to support these kind of movements, even though you're not gaining financially?
Yeah, yeah, because Star Basic Star and everybody before basically Eason already cover the same thing I can say. Yes, I they say it's promotion for you as an artist. Yes, I so yeah, you ain't getting money off it, but 2,000 people hearing you song. Yes, I you understand? Chances are they like your song and it's like, yo, who's this artist? Go and search up. Next thing you know, they're streaming your music. Especially if you got your Spotify and your streaming platforms and everything set up already. Yes, right? So they say beneficial as much as you might people who think that they say ain't beneficial, yes, right? They're small minded. You understand? They
Mm,
ain't seeing the larger picture. Yes, right? Music watch, regardless, even if you say, all right, cool, me want to do this here, right? People it still got people that thief in your music. Yes, right? And they can play it regardless. So why not be a
definitely.
part of something that could bring the artists them together same way, bring the music together, yes, I can let the artists them benefit from the promotion. Yes, right?
Nice,
So
nice. One man.
real quick,
Yeah. Still in the air,
Yeah.
one
one man.
done. Yeah, let me. I was finding the stats,
You wanna
right?
interject? Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I was just trying to pull up the stats. So, we got the UK, Nigeria, Jamaica, Angola, Ghana, Japan, France, Turks, Belize, Barbados, Berlin, um, Virgin Islands, Peru, Germany, and that's just a name. That's just to name a few. And the numbers that I'm looking at that I've been tracking on some of the countries here, the numbers is just double time what I was looking at maybe 2 weeks ago.
Can I ask Denmark a
So
question real quick?
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
You
Go
say
ahead.
you're looking at the stats of the hits on the album, right?
yeah,
Did you just call them out in order?
no, no, yeah. I just list them
In
right
order?
after one after. Yeah,
What number this guy in a drop at?
Guyana is below the states.
Which is like what,
It's
seven?
under the states. No, no, the states is number one. Guyana is second.
Okay,
Guyana
so guy
Okay.
first.
number two.
Yeah,
Mm.
Guyana is
Okay.
second. Then Canada.
Just to be fair, you know the diaspora is bigger than Guyana, right? They have a bigger
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
population
yeah,
than
yeah,
Guyana,
yeah.
right?
For
So
sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
just to be
That's why.
fair,
Exactly. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not
I'm not
surprised.
surprised either. I'm not surprised. I'm not
but
surprised.
then,
So go ahead,
but
Sean.
then, but then, when you go into Guyana now, and you start seeing by region,
Mm.
that song is always gonna have a higher number, and for some reason, Linden always not coming through. the hour is not coming true. I don't know. I don't know.
How far the
I don't
west side
know.
there? What the west side there? What region through there?
Region three. All right. So the Stone, and it's just showing top cities.
Mm.
This just showing top cities, and Georgetown is the top city. Brooklyn, Orlando, Georgia, New York, New Jersey, Buffalo, Columbia, um, the
Everything done?
Bronx, the Bronx. I mean, the list is long, but that's just
Mm.
showing
All right.
within the states and Guyana. The top cities,
Point is
This
we
boy
making
not
right?
hits.
even.
Yeah, the top cities, and Georgetown is is thinking. But I don't want to hold you guys up too much, so go ahead. I just wanted to, just mention it, and so we can have a clear understanding of the places that's being touched. And I'm not saying they're being touched in a, with all these big numbers, but the fact that they're being touched
Touch.
and the numbers, yeah, the numbers are being, it's adding up. It's adding
Yeah.
up, and I track this stuff like with a fine teeth comb. So that's why I know with some of the numbers increasing, and I tracked it from the last album. That's the first time it got on Audio Mac, and the numbers from that album to what this one is doing is night and day. And
It
the
just
other
keeps
one,
getting better
the
every
last one,
year.
yeah, every year, and that's why I'm glad I'm able to use Audio Mac because I'm able to track it even better to the
Mm.
smallest.
So
um
I'm
yeah.
actually we have a DJ, an active DJ on the live, but I'm gonna allow Josh to answer the question first. Then I'm gonna allow DJ Star to chime in. Josh, and for the other guys on the panel, you guys will also get an opportunity to answer the question. And one down, whenever you could keep trying. Whenever we hear you, we'll give you a chance to just come in right away. I don't know what's happening with you, with your thing. So whenever we can hear you, we'll just allow you to come in. And to everybody that's viewing, remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. YouTube, Facebook, share the live. So the question is, the DJ and artist relationship still necessary in terms of promoting the music and in terms of getting your music out there, especially since we have social media to our tip of our hand where we can just cut out the middleman, just go directly to the customers. Is a DJ and artist relationship still necessary in this day and age? Josh Daniels, you want to go first?
Yeah. It all depends, It all depends. Why I say it all depends, because like as an artist, every artist get their own personal DJ, right? So
Yeah.
if we're talking about a personal DJ, whereby a personal DJ should get access to his artist, right? If we're talking about man, it depends. If it's like whereby like I could click on, like say I click on DJ Star page and I see, well, every mixtape he got one of my songs in it, then he shouldn't have to link me for any of my songs that I got forwarding or anything, you know what I mean, pertaining to dub. I don't think that's necessary for me to accept him his money for a dub, or something. You get free dub, a free drop, because at the end of the day, he playing a part in getting my music out there too. You know what I mean? So I'll say it depends. You understand?
Okay. Radical to you. Is it still needed or is it still necessary to have a good relationship with the DJs to get your music out there? Because back in the days, for example, like I just saw a video with Mataran about 3 weeks ago, and he was saying that he was responsible for Bounty Killer career, responsible for these people career because he was playing the music in the dance hall. Is that relationship still necessary?
I mean, social media now these days is the quick way to get your stuff out there, right? But I would say, in terms of like the streets embracing your music, I would say yeah, because
Okay.
DJs is the people them that will put it to the streets. Remember now,
Okay.
social media is a whole platform by itself. Now, for the streets to embrace your music, there's a different type of love.
Yeah.
You understand?
Generally,
All right, DJ Star, you there?
generally, generally,
Oh
right?
yeah, go ahead, Isan. Go ahead, Isan. We can take DJ Star after. Isan, go on.
Generally, in the world of business, and this what like we artists gotta look at. Like in the world of business, there's a certain way of doing things, right? And what I know is that every relationship that you could maintain and keep good, you should do it, regardless if it's DJ, regardless if it's producer, regardless if it's anybody within the business. You should be able to keep a good relationship. You understand? Because at the end of the day, yeah, is the love for it, yeah, is everything. But our relationships, once kept good, could always help you in a relationship. Because simple, a man could say, ah, he's a clown, no matter what though. And that could cause one person to not listen to your music. You
Facts, yeah.
understand? So
But
it's a matter of everybody keeping this humbleness and know that they're supporting each other. So every relationship, regardless is who in music production or who in the business, you should keep a good relationship with everybody. I mean, some man you can, vibe or what's not, but you don't gotta be with around people that you can't be around or can't tolerate, right?
but
But
you see,
once you remember that, yeah, this thing is just a business. We maintaining this unity and this love for each other and what's that, and doing this business, embarrassing everybody else is always a forward movement.
I could say something quick.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But you see, as an artist, is you're not supposed to be easy to access. That's just plain
Bro, this
flat
is
blank.
business.
Now, let me
It
say for
matter if
example,
it's
if you go
easy
no 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 no, let's
access.
say you go into Bakewell,
Listen,
do the owner for Bakewell bring
listen.
Bakewell bread and serve it at your store? No, he has
Prices
somebody
depreciate.
delivering it.
I want to hear what
It
Josh
doesn't
gotta say. I want
matter.
to hear
It
what Josh
doesn't
gotta say.
matter.
Why you
It
say it
doesn't
shouldn't be?
matter. But
DJ
if
DJ
he
Star,
does it,
we can left you
if
for
he
last.
does
Cause
that,
you're a
You
DJ
see,
No, I
and a
want to hear
singer.
what Josh gotta say. I want to
Yeah, go
listen to
ahead,
Josh.
Josh. Isan, let me hear
no,
what
what
Josh
if
got
I'm
to
they
say.
saying is
if
this, right?
Bakewell actually does that, you know how people would look at him. You know how much that would impact the world if
No,
Bakewell actually does that. Because
it's just
people think
if
that
if you stick into
successful people
business.
and rich people shouldn't do certain things.
It no,
Facts, yeah.
it's not nothing to do with
You
rich and
understand?
none like that. If you're doing a business, that's how business run. You got to treat your career your career at the end of the day is a business. It's not 100% talent, you know. It's a business at the end of the day. You want if you want to eat from this. All right, let me say for example, I'm seeing you in the street every single day, passing you every single day. You see when I see you the next time, I'm gonna be like, what's going on there? I'm not gonna be
Yeah, but
excited to
that
see
doesn't
you.
matter. That
So
doesn't
what I'm saying
matter.
is
The main thing is that you and me could maintain a relationship and you would support me. That's the
yeah,
main thing. It's not a matter if you see me every day.
it's a matter of
You
not being
understand?
artist should not be
There is
accessible
billions
to
of other
every
people
single
out
one.
there that don't
No,
know
no,
you.
That's how
okay.
I feel.
I get both of you guys' point, but at what level you need to get to decide that you're not accessible. I mean, everybody here is 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 basically now trying to get to that level. We haven't even broken the ceiling to
Yeah.
be recognized internationally as
Mhm.
Guyanese singers. So,
I
not
think
being
I
a
think
bit
people not getting to be accessible gonna happen by itself.
exactly that's what I'm saying.
It's not
So
gonna happen
I
because you
get what
want
Josh
to
is
do it
saying, but
or want to
at,
not be
at
accessible,
what
but it's
point
gonna
do we
happen by
say that,
itself
oh,
eventually.
yeah, it's something that has to happen organically? Because once you think, okay, I got 1 million views, and Azariel ain't trying to get at you or nothing, but in terms of views on YouTube, you're leading by 100 mans. So I'll make you as an example. If Azariel was like, you know what, I did this, I conquered YouTube, because 1 million views is like conquering YouTube basically to the Guyanese populace. There's not much Guyanese, even influencers, that got 1 million views on YouTube. If Azavia say, you know what, I the big man now, I'm not accessible, what's gonna
No,
happen?
no, you see, you take a stake
You
in
can
this whole
lose fans like
concept
that. You can lose
different, you
business
know.
like that.
You're
Hold on, let
taking
me hear Josh.
what I'm saying is this, right? All right. Let's say for example, let me just put it this way. As an artist, right? There's stages, right? And if you don't plan out your stuff a certain way, then it's not gonna work. So no, you gotta get a manager, right? Correct? You gotta get a what?
You do
Promoter,
have
correct?
where you can manage yourself.
No, these is no. If you get manager, road promoter, and all that, what you doing in the street distributing your music? Get to my
Nothing is
promoter,
wrong with
get
that.
to
You're
my
doing
you get
business.
if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah.
it's
Where
just
you coming from?
steps. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say accessible. It's like it doesn't when me and a DJ. If me and a DJ, like okay, we get understanding. He can hit me up for this because I don't know well. At the end of the day, he big me up in every single party. This da da da. That's different. That's me, him, his relationship. It's like as an artist. But not every single DJ and me gonna have that
Yeah.
same personal relationship. If you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's
definitely.
what I'm
So,
trying to get at.
Azariel, what's your take on that? On the question, and then we can have you
Uh,
DJ Star. Purposely keeping you for last. Yeah, let me hear you,
One
Azariel.
under there.
All right,
yeah.
the
What?
initial,
The initial
yeah, yeah,
question. Yeah,
yeah, I
we can
think,
ask one, Dan. Yes, sir.
yeah, even the man. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. The initial question was whether or not it's necessary to have DJ artist relationship, and I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but I believe it does help. You understand? It does help because if you got a DJ on the ground pushing your music in parties, it can help you. It can take a lot of load off of you as the artist, especially if you're managing yourself. It's like you ain't gotta be in the streets doing the majority of the groundwork. You know what I mean? But if you got a team, for instance, and you got everybody designated to do this and them kind of thing, you don't necessarily need the DJ. You don't need to have a friendship with DJs. You know what I mean? It could still be a business relationship because at the end of the day, if the DJ don't press play, your music ain't playing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Whether you're talking
Be a
about
personal relationship.
unless somebody going on YouTube, social media. But if you're listening to the radio, it's a DJ playing it. In the
Yeah.
parties, them is a DJ playing it. It's like you're there in public transportation. If it's not CD or something, and you're listening to a mix, it's a DJ running it. You understand? So it definitely helps, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary.
All right, then.
Yes, right?
DJ Star.
The next thing, hold
Oh,
on.
sorry.
When it
Go
comes
ahead.
to when it comes to when it comes to Josh point, Josh saying that basically what he's saying is that scarcity does increase your value, right? And that's true. That's true. If somebody ain't seeing you all the time, when they see you, it's like a holiday. You know what I mean?
There's a
So,
people
but
scarcity has increased people who selling records value. Now
no, no,
people
no, no,
who
no,
know.
no. Listen.
I'm listening.
Scarcity,
It's true. It's true what he's saying,
scarcity.
Jamal.
Listen.
If
Scarcity
you're seeing
improves your
all the
value,
time,
right? Right? Scarcity improves your value. Don't get me wrong. At the same time, you as the artist ain't gonna it ain't make sense you ghost yourself completely. Cause
Exactly.
if you like you say, if you making numbers, if you ain't got a certain amount of relevance,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
it's like out of sight, out of mind. It's like people gonna
yep.
forget about you. However,
Good. Yeah.
if your name buzzing and people ain't seeing you, it's like when they see you is an event. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's all about balance. You gotta know just like Yali saying earlier, it gotta happen organically. You can't just bust one song and then take yourself off the market like that. You know what I mean? Your name gotta be
Mm-hmm.
buzzing. So
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Rihanna did that, and people waiting for an album from Rihanna right now.
exactly. And if she
Whenever
drop,
the album drop, it's gonna be crazy.
exactly.
People like them
Yeah.
to do that, but that people were now trying to get to a level. DJ Star, you wanna chime in on the question,
Me
being
want
that
slow
you're a
one and
DJ
have
and
service
an
and believe
artist.
one and talk phone working.
Hold on, one done. You hear me?
Yeah.
One done. Finally, I have the number
Yeah.
2 song on this volume. This is one of my favorite
Yeah.
also. In this song, you got the line, same nigga that I grew up with, term mania to. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
that line.
I know normally most of the time people where you grow with don't really get the support, is that the see thing going on for you, see it and try to stifle you, It's like I want you doing good, but just not better than me, you see?
Mm.
Yeah, so
And one
this
one of the things, we just have a lot of behind the scene conversation. One of the things There's always admire about you is, your humbleness and your consistency. Like, you know, is this a big facade or this is who and that really is?
Yeah, this is who one is because humbleness is key to everything. Just gotta be humble and focus on you thing. You can't make people draw you out and do your thing. You see, because you see the nature for a snake is to be a snake, and the nature for a bear is to be a bear. So at the end of the day, you twist it or you turn it, whichever people be, you're gonna reveal in time. Just and humble, I'm not really aggressive person, mostly defensive. So if you cross me, then it's a different style, but just hold it, is it?
And we recently saw you
Hold it.
actually captured two of the awards from the Linden Award
Yeah,
ceremony. Tell us a little bit about that experience, man.
bro, it was amazing. Okay, I've been putting in the work all year. You know what I mean? Fan artists were just like barely had like at that time. There were 5 songs out, you know. So this is a big achievement. Cause some big guns I go up against, so feel real great. Big guns.
Definitely. And
You know.
it's no secret that the place that you're repping, Region 10, Linden, Hillside, big up everybody from Hillside, is
Yeah.
basically in front, the front runner of the music industry here in Guyana. Whether it's soca, whether it's dancehall, you guys have the most talent. Does that is that a pressure for you in terms of always have to be consistent and always have to put out quality music? Would you say that?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you see the thing with Linden us, people that say we ain't no manners, see them man stay straight up as it is. If you put out stupidness, they're gonna tell you put out stupidness. So it's really gotta bring your A game, or bring the quality at all the times and push it out there. Feel me? Yeah.
All right, so what are you working on currently?
Well, I not too long come from the studio. I had to cut my studio time short for come to do the interview. Is it so? I can't I can't really tell you all is what coming, but just know it's something big coming.
Something
The
coming.
main,
We can listen now.
yeah, the, the main danger of bringing the game changer them is it so.
Me in danger, me in danger. That's a bad, 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 bad sound. Bad, bad sound. All right, man, just
Yeah.
continue doing what you're doing, man. We're gonna continue to support you. We're proud of you. We know that you're in Linden, so we're gonna excuse you with your little crappy into that based on what them rock said. But
Why you
I
bringing me into
But
this
that's
corner?
style.
DJ Star,
yeah.
yeah,
So
what's your take? Being that you're a DJ and an artist.
yeah. All right. I believe the relationship. I believe yes. I believe you should have a relationship with the DJs. If not, yeah, you ain't gonna get through to every DJ. But you should at least have one DJ that is pushing your music on the ground. You get me? Because you could be a mainstream artist or a YouTube artist or a Spotify artist, like your music making numbers there. You feel me? But if you're not making impact on the ground, then it's like you can't really take over the ground. Cause say you making numbers online, right? But somebody puts you on a flyer for an event. You get me? Or put you on a stage. Or you gonna rock that stage if your music is not dominating the ground without you even being there. You get me? And then back to what Josh was saying as far as being what was the word he used? Too available?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could understand what Josh saying too from an artist perspective. 'Cause remember now I'm both. You feel me? So regardless, I'm outside every night in Atlanta
every
because I
night,
gotta work. You get
literally
me?
every night.
Literally. As soon as I'm done here, is
Yeah.
road.
Oh, yeah.
You get me? So it's different for me, but I get exactly what he's saying because now if you want people to look at you as an artist, you can't just be in people's faces every night, every party, everything in cup knock it us there. You feel me? Because then now people gonna try look at you as some regular
Regular
you
human
like,
being.
man, I could, you know what I mean? Like some pusher on. Ain't saying you're not supposed to put in the groundwork and the footwork. You gotta do you. But like Azaria said, so you gotta have balance with it. You feel me? So for me, I got a DJ. I'm a DJ and I have a DJ. I have a DJ that I don't like playing my own music. I don't know, it's a thing. They pressure me to start playing my own music, but me personally never like playing my own music. You feel me? But I got a DJ and he puts in the work on the ground in Atlanta when it comes to my music. Same way in Guyana. Slingers were the ones who put Dagger it on the map in Guyana, you feel me? Slingers were the one who always pressing gas on it, and then a bunch of other DJs start linking me like, yo, send me that bubble up song. They ain't even know the name. They were like, just send me that bubble up song, you feel me? So big respect to Slingers, Matic, especially, and my DJ down here, you get me? Cause if you ain't got somebody on the ground, you're not really making that much impact where you live or wherever that DJ is. If you, I don't know if Demrock won't be outside like that. Demrock is a corporate type of guy. But anyhow Demrock touch outside, he gonna know in my lane, I control Atlanta ground locally when it come on to the music part.
I know.
You get me?
He's a corporate kind of guy.
He's a corporate guy. He be inside.
You don't be outside. You don't be outside, bro. Yeah.
I just show up when I need to show up.
All right then.
But differently though, differently big up the artists. I'm like, no lie. I see the growth like Esan. Enough people didn't even know Esan used to do R&B and hip hop when he just started. You get me? Big up,
See, man's a dance man.
big up Radical same with first time me and Radical meet was rough cut. I was a selector back then. You get me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Zariel, I don't know what Zariel, but he look familiar. He's from the west side, so possibility exists. I might know the guy. One done, I ain't never really heard his music. I think you got a song on Crocodile Teeth with him. Was that you? You
Nah,
didn't-
I don't think so. Nah,
No,
I don't think so.
no,
Uh-uh.
I ain't really got true to his music yet. It's kind of hard for me because the Guyanese community here in Atlanta is very. I don't know what to say about them. If it's not like Brooklyn where I could make Guyanese music or rock and shake the ground. You feel me? The Guyanese community in Atlanta is very different. They're not that strong. And then a lot of them is like Yankee Guyanese. They're not born and raised Guyanese. So it's hard to get the Guyanese thing going out here like that. But I'm trying, I do the Guyanese link up every year, and that's specifically because I want to push the Guyanese music artists them.
Definitely, definitely. So before we go, I'm gonna just give you guys a few seconds to just let the viewers know where they can find you if they're interested in getting to know more about you. Starting with you, Mr. Lawless Boss.
There you don't know. YouTube, Azariel Official. Facebook, Azariel Official. Instagram, Azariel Official. Everywhere is Azariel Official. You check Spotify, all the streaming sites. Anywhere you want to stream music, you just type Azariel name and I did it. You understand? You make yourself available to the listeners them, to the supporters them. You don't know. Big up people like Selector Andre. You understand? 'Cause anytime you're talking about Guyanese music and you're talking about a DJ that's push Guyanese music anyway, anytime, Selector Andre, yo, star big up yourself, CMA. Um, you know, big up people like Little Brown, that's my cousin, and that man say Guyanese music straight. Big up every DJ that has press play upon Guyanese music because remember Guyanese music rising and we got it's a collective effort for the music go with Gago. You understand? But you don't know social media platforms, our streaming platforms, just look for Zariel, Azariel. You must find or just Google Tint, you know. Yeah.
Think, man.
What about you, Radical? Where can the viewers find you if they're interested in getting to know more about you? And what can they expect in the not too distant future?
On YouTube, you could search for official Radical, but the Radical is spelled RXXDICAL. On other streaming platforms, Radical Music, RXXDICAL, MUZIK. In the near future, we got a lot of collabs. We got some collabs with Jonathan Taylor. We got like three, four, five, six. We got a lot of songs that we supposed to drop soon, but we can drop them like one at a time with video. We got collab with Azariel. We
Gotcha.
get a lot of works coming out. You understand? Make up the AJ for going the extra mile for making sure that we get somewhere comfortable to record. and put in works better. But we got our EP coming out soon. The name is Antisocial and Dangerous. We ain't decide on a date as yet, but any moment now.
Mad, mad. Brother Josh Daniels, I know you already said you got a lot of videos that you're going to be dropping, but let the people know where they can find you and how soon we can expect these videos
One month we in February.
in February, March
And
season.
by the end of March, definitely before by end in March. So for our social media platform is Josh Daniels. Daniels spelled with a Z at the end. On Instagram is Snake Eye Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for hold on.
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry brother.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, one more palette. So on YouTube, the same thing, Josh Daniels with a Z. Yeah, so I just want to say big up all the artists them on the live. You know, uh continue putting in the hard work, big up the DJ, big up AJ for conductor, cause he give him a solid sound,
Solid.
Um yeah, a solid sound. Big up Stiffy, um, big up Drizzy, big up TRK, cause everybody played a part in everybody play a part in my musical journey, you know, and yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody that played the part, man. Or big up
Mm-hmm.
B-Nick for the, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I even get a collab with Azariel that we never talk on how we doing this video. But we soon fix everything up. You know what I mean?
Mad,
Caution them.
mad.
Yeah.
Ethan, let the people know where you're working on, how they can find you, how they can find out Bar Graphics. Got people asking. People asking.
A lot of people asking. Right now we got some works with Bonti Singh. Well, I know jumping into the Chutney world, And when you jump in the Chutney world, it's a whole different world because then people think different,
Facts, facts, facts.
But you can find me Isam Benzi on every single platform. That's Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, everything. One name. SoundCloud, everything. Audio Mac, everything. Currently, I'm working on my album. The album called Hardball. So that's gonna be the main
Nobody's
focus for the year. Yeah, that's the first. That's the first
calling.
track
Nobody
on
say
the yeah. So the album is what I'm working on right now, and expect greatness from the album. Uh, thanks to everybody that support the thing. Me big up to DemRoc especially. Me for the promotion same way. And I must say big up to AJ, one of the most consistent and hardworking producer that's living on the planet Earth in the country of Ghana. That man working with so much artists, bro. You can't even count. You understand?
Real
And at
thing, you
times
know.
I just wonder how he's be doing this, but I just look at myself too, and I just wonder how I be doing this here too, because I doing videos for a lot of people right now too, and even works on myself on my album and everything. So big up to everybody on the live, DJ Star, Azariel, Radical, Josh. Big up yourself. Keep putting in the work. Remember, haters gonna hate, and no matter what you're doing, not everybody gonna like your stuff. So keep pushing, stay positive, and just keep doing the thing.
All right, DJ Star, let the fans know where they can find you if they're interested in getting to know more about you and what you have planned for the not too distant future.
All right. As far as what's up next, I got a next girl tune I'm busting. It's called Broke It Off. It's not out yet. I just give like two DJs it. They play it, and the girls them is beating me bad to release it. So I'm gonna drop it next month. I'm gonna drop it for my birthday. That's March 25th. So it should be ready
March
to
month.
release back then. You get me? And as far as reaching DJ Star, follow DJ Star everywhere. DJ Star with two R's. DJ Star 592 on the Instagram. You get me? If it's not DJ Star 592 everywhere. Because you know we got a rep.
Definitely. The man DemRoc, Shawn DemRoc McAllister. What's his name, bro?
Yes, sir.
So
Of
you
course,
wanna
you can
like
find me.
you wanna you just take center stage. This is your turn.
But you can find me on all platform at Demrock Clothing. That's um, Instagram, Facebook, and on my website, Demrock DEMROC
Yeah, wait, what
CLOTHING.
sorry for interrupting, but what's DemRock about? How can you come up with a name?
Dem from Demerara, Rock from Wiz Rock. That's in Linden.
Okay, okay,
Like,
alright. Sorry.
Yeah.
Before, hold
Yeah,
on there.
so
Before I cut, because you know them got me late right now. I was supposed to be at the radio station for 9. Now I'm gonna be there 9:30. Anyways, before I cut though, Zariel,
Yeah.
waiting on the feature. Isan, yo, you work them perfect. You get me? From the cover art to the videos to everything, perfect. Nah, like
Respect, man.
radical,
Respect.
yeah, bro.
radical. You're a singer and a DJ. Take advantage of that. You get me? Your voice
Yeah.
powerful, big and
Yeah.
serious, right? Josh, bad DJ, bad DJ. When I reach Brooklyn, we gonna link, right?
Respect.
But right now, I got
Definitely.
One more thing before
Sean,
I left, right? One more thing before I left. Every artist here know that I doing music videos, not just for
Mm.
myself, but for everybody else too. So they are don't be scared
video
to
them
link
nice.
up
I ain't gonna lie, the
and do
videos
the
are
work.
nice.
You don't know.
Respect.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sean,
Big up.
continue.
Big up.
yeah, Demrock.com,
Alright.
DEMROC.com, or Demrock Clothing, DEMROCCLOTHING.com. That's my website and on social media. Um, so to plug this, I'm going to be in New York on Saturday, the 26th. We're going to be live in studio at the Caribbean Power Jam.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a situation. It's gonna be a real nice situation. So I'm excited about that. What I'm
Cool.
gonna be, what I'm gonna ask them is if we're gonna be able to get some of you guys that's not, in the states, get some of you guys on either audio or video. So
Yeah, that won't be a problem.
yeah, so Josh, hope that you can pass through, and that's from 8 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
8 to 10
Big up
p.m. So
yourself, Sean.
that's Saturday.
Big up yourself, and my social media handle is JL Adams,
So
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube is Intoxicated. For everybody that's been in tune for the past hour and 30 minutes, I want to say thank you for keeping up with us and to the artists them on the panel, to the artists them on Rep 592 Volume 6. You guys have done an amazing job in terms of elevating, the sound, the lyrics, the production, everything. This album is impeccable, to choose the right word. Everybody did an awesome job. Everybody came with a game. And we're proud of you guys, and we will continue to do what we have to do in order to support you guys. Just stay humble,
Yes,
stay
sir.
in tune with what's
yeah,
happening with
respect.
the people. And sky is the limit, man. Big up y'all still. Internet world, we out.
Yeah,
All right, bye.
blessings.
Blessings.
Fully,
Caution
fully,
them.
fully.
Come on.